So this video is about my trip to Andamans and how I planned the budget, accommodation and itinerary. So as you might know, there is no direct flight from New Delhi to Port Blair. So my Indigo flight had a halt in Kolkata for 1.5 hours. I planned this trip in the month of November, and yes, during that time it got a little bit rainy. Coming to the cost of flights, I booked an Indigo flight from New Delhi to Port Blair, which costed me around 16,000. So the first hotel that I booked in Port Blair was in the city. To get to this hotel, I booked a cab from the airport in just 250 bucks. You can see the details of the hotel right here. So the first place I visited in Port Blair was Cellular Jail, which has a lot of history attached to it. We all know that the Indian prisoners were deported to this place in the British era, and almost all of them spend their entire lives out here. After visiting the Cellular Jail, I headed to see the sunset at the Corbin's Cove beach. The ride is absolutely stunning. For this, I rented out an Activa for the entire day, which I could get in only 300 rupees. I was about to reach the Corbin's Cove beach now, and the sunset looked something like this. It was absolutely stunning. The next day, I went to this beautiful Vandoor beach, which was 40 minutes away from Port Blair. It had different shades of blue and some weirdly placed trees everywhere, and it looked so beautiful. Somewhere in the afternoon, I returned the bike and headed towards the Port Blair jetty point, from where I took a jetty to Havelock. I had bought the tickets from a local travel agent. The jetty costed me 750 bucks, and it is a must do when in Port Blair because it is absolutely gorgeous. This is for the first time that I spotted some dolphins on the way, and it was so amazing. And also, unexpectedly, I witnessed this. The first day in Havelock, I stayed at the Holiday Inn Beach Resort. As you can see, it costed me around 5,000 rupees. The view was something like this in the night. The next day in Havelock, I moved to a different hotel called Ocean Pearl Beach Resort, and when I went to the backyard, the view was something like this. The next day, I went to the Elephant Beach tour. You can get the tickets for it from the Havelock Jetty Point in 750 rupees. There are several boats that run to and fro from this island. You can enjoy snorkeling and various other water sports at this beach. So this is a little picture of me doing snorkeling, and yeah, so this was my experience. So the next I visited the Radhanagar beach, and this was the way that we took for it. And this way runs through the forest. It gets a little treacherous, so my recommendation is that you retreat back from this location when it starts to get a little dark. So this is this massive Radhanagar beach with lots of clear water, and it looks massive. After I returned, I dined at this place called Fat Martin, and it totally is my recommendation for everyone who visits Havelock. Next morning, I went to the Kala Pathar beach, which has black stones all over. So this is a thing to know about Andamans, that the sunrise happens really early in the morning and the sun sets by 5 to 5:30. So you really need to start your day early. So for coming back to Port Blair, I took a helicopter ride, which is not easy to get. At the Havelock Jetty point, you need to stand in the queue at 9 a.m. to get this ticket, which is really hard to get. There are just 9 seats available, purely reserved for the VIPs, and we forcefully made our way to buy those tickets for this helicopter ride. So this was the view from the helicopter ride, and the bad part is that it lasted only for 25 minutes. But the good part is we got a full day in Port Blair. So the last day in Port Blair, I went to Chiria Tapu to watch the sunset, and on the way there was a lot of rain, so we had to literally wait for 1 hour at this bus stop waiting for it to stop. But the best part was these double rainbows that we witnessed. So on the way to Chiria Tapu, there are a lot of insects that will keep hitting you, so please make sure that you cover your faces. And yeah, this is the way to Chiria Tapu, where you can do bird watching, see some weird trees, and enjoy the beautiful sunset that is unbelievable. So the last day in Port Blair, I chose to stay in a hotel which is very close to the airport so that I can take an early morning flight. So this was my overall itinerary, but if you have more time, I would totally recommend Baratang Island and Little Andamans. Lastly, these were the total expenses of my entire trip. So subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and receive updates of my latest videos.